Student, the question is two particles x and y having equal charge after being accelerated through the same potential difference enter a region of uniform magnetic field and describe circular path of radius r1 and r2 respectively. The ratio of mass of x to that of y is, here are four options. So students, as we know that the radius of circular path for x particle is r1, so we can write that r1 will be equal to m1 v1 upon qb, and similarly we can write that r2 is equal to m2 v2 divided by qb, because the charge is same for both x and y particles, and here we have to find the value of m1 divided by m2. So students, as the potential is same potential difference, so the kinetic energy half m1 v1 square will be equal to half m2 v2 square. So students, we can find the value of v1, which will be equal to r1 qb divided by m1. Similarly, we can write for v2, then v2 will be equal to r2 qb divided by m2. So we can put the values of v1 and v2 in this equation. So we can cancel out 1 by 2, and now putting the values of v1 and v2, here v1 is r1 qb divided by m1 whole square is equal to m2, and v2 is r2 qb divided by m2 square. So we can simplify further this equation, then we can write m1 r1 square q square b square divided by m1 square will be equal to m2 r2 square q square b square and divided by m2 square. So we can further simplify this equation. Here m1 will be cancelled out with m1 square, and we can do like this. So m2, and it will be equal to r1 square divided by m1 is equal to r2 square divided by m2. So we can write that m1 upon m2 square is equal to r1 upon r2 square. So the answer of this question is option C, r1 upon r2 square. Thank you students.
Hello everyone. A conductor carrying constant current I is kept in the xy plane in uniform magnetic field B. If F is the magnitude of total magnetic force acting on the conductor, then the correct statement is /R. So the question is asking us to find out that which of these statement is correct regarding the situation given to us in the question. The vector sum of all current elements in wires not parallel to x-axis will lead to a resultant current element of length r and current along x-axis. Total length of the current element, which can be denoted by dl, is equals to 2 into L plus R x cap. Therefore, the force acting on this element, which will be denoted by F vector, is equals to current I multiplied by 2 into L plus R x cap cross B vector. Now, if B vector is along the direction of z axis, then the force will be along negative y axis and will be proportional to L plus R. If B vector is along x axis, then the force will be 0 as the vector product will be 0. If B vector is along y-axis, then the force will be along z-axis and will be proportional to L plus R. Therefore, from this explanation, we can say that statement A, B and C are true. Thank you.
Hello, we are given with a question, and the question says a particle of mass m and a positive charge q with a constant velocity 4 meter per second enters a region of uniform static magnetic field normal to the xy plane. The region of magnetic field extends from x equals to 0 to x equal to L for all values of y. After passing through this region, the particle emerges on the other side after 10 milliseconds with a velocity u2, that is this much, right? So what happens? So first of all, I'll draw the diagram. So this is the diagram. Now what we have is time period of a circular motion to be equal to 2 pi m by q into b. This is time period, right? According to this diagram, right? So what would be theta? Since we have y component and x component, right? So y component is in this direction and x component in this direction, right? So this is the overall velocity. So since this is theta, so theta would tan theta would be not tan theta, sine theta. Tan theta, because we are given with y component and x component, right? So according to that, we have to write tan theta. That would be equal to opposite, right? So that is y component. So that is 2 and x by x component. So that is 2 by root 3. So that would be 1 by root 3, right? So from here, theta would be equal to 30 degree. That is what theta turns out to be. Now it is traveling how much amount of portion? So it is traveling 30 degree out of total 2 pi, right? That is 360 degree. Correct? Into the time period. The fraction of circular motion it is traveling, right, into time t. That would give us the time spent inside the magnetic field. So that would be equal to, since this would be 1 by 12 into 2 pi m by q b, right? So from here, this time would turn out to be equal to pi m by 6 qb. Correct? Now, since this is the time period that is given to us, right? That is 10 milliseconds. It emerges on the other side after 10 milliseconds. So this is given to us as 10 millisecond. Milli is 10 to the power minus 3. Right, so what we can write is pi m by 6 qb to be equal to 1 by 100. So magnetic field according to this formula would be equal to, B would go that side, 100 pi m by 6 qb. So we can write that to be equal to 50 pi m by 3 qb. Right? And what we can say is that as seen from the figure, as we can see the figure, right? Since velocity initially was in this direction along x direction, right? And magnetic field would, the direction of magnetic field would be in which direction, since final velocity turns out to be in x comma y direction in xy plane, right? So if force is acting in y direction, right, force would be acting in some xy plane itself, velocity was in this direction, so obviously the magnetic field according to right hand Fleming rule would be coming out of the surface, right? So that would be along positive z direction, right? So our answer would be option B and option C. So our answer is option B and option C. Thank you.
इस क्वेश्चन में हमें गिवन है कि एक इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है वो जे कैप डायरेक्शन में, एक मैग्नेटिक फील्ड है वो भी जे कैप डायरेक्शन में, और जो एक पार्टिकल है, चार्ज पॉजिटिव पार्टिकल की, उसकी वेलोसिटी एक्स के रेस्पेक्ट में कुछ थीटा डायरेक्शन पे होगी। ये उसमें गिवन है कि कुछ थीटा डायरेक्शन में एक्स की वेलोसिटी हमने कुछ दे रखी है, यानी इस पार्टिकल की एक्स डायरेक्शन से वेलोसिटी दे रखी है। अब तो इसमें 4 ऑप्शन है, ए, बी, सी, डी। अब हमको चारों ऑप्शन के ट्रूनेस के बारे में पता करना है। सबसे पहले दे रखा थीटा इक्वल्स टू 0 पे द चार्ज पार्टिकल मूव इन अ सर्कुलर पाथ इन एक्स वाई प्लेन। जब थीटा 0 होगा तो ये एक्स और जेड प्लेन में रोटेट करेगा, यानी इसका रोटेशन कुछ ऐसा होगा एक्स और जेड प्लेन में। और चूंकि यहाँ एक इलेक्ट्रिकल फील्ड है तो ये ऊपर भी मूव करेगा, यानी ये एक्स और जेड प्लेन में मूव करता करता ये वैसे ऊपर जाएगा, ये इसे ऊपर मूव करता जाएगा। तो हमारा पहला जो ये पार्ट है सर्कुलर पाथ, तो पहला पार्ट हमारा गलत हो गया, यानी हम यहाँ लिख लेते हैं ए पार्ट, बी पार्ट, सी, डी पार्ट। तो हमारा पहला गलत हो गया। बी दे रखा है थीटा इक्वल्स टू 0 द पार्टिकल अंडरगो हेलिकल मोशन। अब ये हेलिकल मोशन नहीं है, अगर ये एक्स जेड प्लेन में सर्कुलर मोशन होता और वाई प्लेन में मूव करता तो ये एक हेलिकल पाथ होता, लेकिन ये हेलिकल पाथ भी नहीं है, तो हमारा बी ऑप्शन भी गलत हो गया। अब हम सी पार्ट सोल्व करेंगे। इसमें थीटा इक्वल्स टू 10 डिग्री दे रखा है और इसमें पूछ रखा, इसमें है ना कहा है कि हेलिकल मोशन होगा इंक्रीजिंग पिच के साथ। तो हम देखते हैं थीटा इक्वल्स टू 10 डिग्री हुआ, थीटा इक्वल्स टू 10 डिग्री, तो ये इसका जो एक्स कंपोनेंट होगा उसकी वजह से एक्स जेड डायरेक्शन में एक सर्कुलर मोशन होगा, और जो इसका वाई कंपोनेंट होगा उसमें एक एक्सेलरेशन होगा। तो हमारा कुछ जो बनेगा वो कुछ इस शेप का होगा। ये सी पार्ट हुई हमारा। अभी हमारा बी पार्ट गलत इसलिए था क्योंकि इसमें कांस्टेंट पिच दे रखा है, और हमारा सी पार्ट सही होगा क्योंकि इसमें वेरिएबल पिच दे रखा है कि पिच इंक्रीज हो रहा। हाँ, हमारा पिच इंक्रीज हो रहा है क्योंकि वेलोसिटी इंक्रीज होती जा रही है तो पिच इंक्रीज हो जाएगा, तो हमारा सी पार्ट सही हो गया। अब हमारा डी पार्ट है थीटा इक्वल्स टू 90 डिग्री, यानी थीटा ई और बी के पैरेलल हो गया, तो बी के साथ पैरेलल हो गया तो क्या होगा कि अब इस पे सर्कुलर मोशन नहीं करेगा क्योंकि वी इसमें बी और वी को परपेंडिकुलर होना होता है सर्कुलर मोशन के लिए, या फिर कुछ एंगल होना पड़ता है। लेकिन जब यहाँ पे बी इंटू वी साइन थीटा करेंगे तो ये 0 हो जाएगा, तो यानी ये इस वेलोसिटी वी पे बी का कोई इफेक्ट नहीं आएगा। अभी इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है तो एक एक्सेलरेशन लगेगा, वाई डायरेक्शन में एक्सेलरेशन हो जाएगा इसका, तो इधर एक लीनियर मोशन होगा विद इंक्रीजिंग वेलोसिटी, यानी एक्सेलरेटेड लीनियर मोशन होगा। तो हमारा डी पार्ट भी करेक्ट हो गया, तो हम कह सकते हैं सी और डी दोनों सही है।